guys go down, all the way down, chest to deck, and then all the way up. Don't do this as a lockout. I want you guys going up all the way. If they're not hitting the chest to deck or getting to where their shirt's touching it, then you need to tell them, remind them, say, hey, chest to deck. Get out of the water. You got 10 minutes. What are you doing in between the pool and the calisthenics? What are you doing? Depending on how much energy you exerted in the pool, you're gonna have to try to then down regulate and get yourself ready for the calisthenics, because a lot of guys come out of the water and they're burned out and all they wanna do is just kind of stand there and wait and dry off, and then they're just kind of just waiting for the next thing.
Something that we all kind of notice when you guys are lifting is that when Katie and Coach Chris were talking about bracing in your core, and Coach Joe was talking about your core and bracing it, so a lot of you guys are breathing in up here. You guys are holding the bar and then you're tightening up, but that's not doing anything for you. That's not bracing your back or any of these internal organs right here that you want super tight and braced, right?
Overall, good job. You guys see where you got to work, see where you're at. We have some good scores. We have some scores we want to work on, but it's good to test yourself. If we don't test yourself, you don't know where you are. You got to put your name down. You got to put your numbers down. You got to look and see where you're at. Because a lot of people are riding on, oh, I think I'm all right. I think I'm good. I think I've got where I need to get. And then they just don't want to test themselves because they don't want a reality check. The reality check is what keeps you honest. The reality check is what should fire you up to train harder.
This is why it's really important to focus on food. Is like, we can't make energy. It gets transferred from something else, food. So if you're not putting energy into your body, then you're not going to have the energy for the output on the other side.
So what they're doing right now is they're practicing the bob. And so what that entails is having their hands tied behind their back and their ankles tied together, and they have to be able to stay on the surface and then be able to release air, go down to the bottom, push off the bottom, come back up to the top, take a breath, and then slowly let air out, and then come back down to the bottom, and then come back up to the top again while their hands are behind their back and their ankles are tied together.
This event, while we were at the pool, we had half the crew back here at the gym at TruForge working cold water immersion and doing one-on-one movement screens with Coach Katie, helping them move correctly. Each person has something different they need to work on when it comes to mobility, when it comes to stretching, when it comes to moving correctly. Katie's there to help them through that. And then we had the cold water immersion with mindset training back here at the gym. The SEAL teams have always used clandestine insertion methods for their mission set, where they would get dropped off over the horizon and be able to swim in to a target undetected. The way they have done that historically is through swimming, combat swimmer operations or diving. Now, if you swim in, the best way to swim into a beach undetected is with the sidestroke, with a combat sidestroke. If you're on the shoreline or on the pier looking out, you're not going to see much, and you might think it's a bird, a dolphin, and that's why we use the side stroke. That's the first reason, clandestine. The second reason that we use that stroke for the SEAL training, and as you go through SEAL teams, or as you go through BUDS, and as you go through SEAL training, is that you can do that stroke for a long duration without getting tired. You're not gonna burn out like you will with freestyle. The side stroke is one of the most efficient strokes that you can do. And once you learn proper technique, we help these guys learn it today, you can go for 1 nautical mile, 2 nautical miles without burning out. Preparing these guys for selection, preparing them to be successful at their pipeline so that they can become operators. It's about doing everything they can right now so that they are using their time wisely in training, in prep, in their life, so that when they show up, they're ready to perform. The goal of this event is to help them be ready for that, with skill set, with fitness, with mindset, helping them be ready to perform.